I'm convinced we're the most cursed team in professional sports.
You guys are bad.
Love you, Charles.
But with Modine, I'll be here every week, baby, when I'm able to. So if you love this pretty face, you're going to get used to this shit all the time.
You listen to me, and you listen to me good. Jets fans, I stand with my boy Green Bean. The New York Jets are making the playoffs in the 26/27 season. We are going to amaze people. We're going to blow you away. Playoff team, the playoff New York Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time! So get ready to rumble!
We're back, baby! Chaos! What's up, man?
Oh, there's so much going on. I gotta tell you, man, I'm becoming a soccer fan because this World Cup has been it's just beyond words. It's so good. It's so good. Like the game is amazing.
What stunk for me, and maybe I didn't force it on me, but like most of the games are on Fox, and I don't have Fox. This past week, I said, screw it, man. I'm just going to go get Fox One for 1 month so I can watch the rest of these games, man. And then news today, you want to break that to the audience that hasn't heard?
That our American player is playing. I think yeah, I mean look, it is so unheard of. I thought it wasn't even allowed. But apparently FIFA could do anything. But at the end of the day, and it's not fair to Belgium because they were preparing that he wouldn't be there, so it's not fair for that. But at the end of the day, nothing was worse than our best forward, our best offensive weapon, isn't able to play because of a complete bullshit bogus call. And it's like, and the fact that they had slow motion and still made that call, that is just anti-American bias on that ref. It's total nonsense. And there's no justification for him not being able to play. So I'm glad they made this decision. I just wish they would have made it sooner, within 24 hours of the game, so Belgium doesn't have this excuse, because they got screwed in the way they prep. But I think this is the way sports should be. When you identify that there's a clear mistake and you can fix it, you fix it.
You know what? And the other thing is like, okay, how would you comp this situation to Wemby's? It's difficult, but can you see some parallels? I mean, people want to see the stars play in the biggest games. The NBA did not suspend Wemby, even though, much to the chagrin of us and everybody watching, but they didn't. They let him play. And, I don't know if there will be a something later, but like they let him play. Same, kind of the same thing here, right? Like whether it was worthy of a red card or not, that's whatever. But like it would have been tainted if you take away our best player and like the biggest game we've had in how long?
Since 2000, I think, or 2008. I mean, it was 20 something years since. I mean, this is to go to the final eight. Have we ever even done that? I mean, I remember the time that we hit the post, or we would have been in the final eight, like against the Dutch, against the Netherlands. I remember that. We've had good moments, man. I remember we played Italy a man down for more than a half, and tied. And Italy went on to win the World Cup that year. So I mean, like we've had, and we got to say that we had a draw to Italy with a man down. That was pretty amazing. But I mean, no, the Wemby thing is, I mean, I think you got to follow the rules. Like to me, it's not about letting them play or not letting them play. It's like if your violation is worthy of a suspension, then it should be a suspension. If one of our soccer players goes over and purposely and intentionally just runs over and just slides or slams in to another player's leg to maim him or hurt him, it's a red card. But if you look at that replay, there's no possible way. He was off balance. His legs were spread. He wasn't trying to hurt the other player. And that's what a red card is, when it's intentional and you're trying to do harm. But Wemby, I guess the judgment is, was he trying to do harm? Was he purposely trying to hurt another player? And what is the consequence for that? It's not about, let them play. I mean, I remember the Knicks, and here, remember, I don't know if you remember this, but in 95 against Indiana, there was a brawl, a fight, and all of the Knicks came running onto the court to break it up. But the rule was if you run on the court in basketball during a fight, if you don't stay on the bench, you're suspended the next game. So the Knicks lost in the playoffs that year to Indiana, literally because the entire team was suspended. Like Ewing, all the starters. I mean, and it was bullshit, and everybody knew it was bullshit because you could see they didn't go to fight. They were going to just help clear but the rules are the rules. So, I mean, I don't think he should play because we want to see the players play in our biggest, most important game. I want this decision to be, it wasn't a red card. It simply wasn't a red card.
Right. And do you feel like that is the reason why they reversed it?
I think Trump said something. I do. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that Trump said something. I think he said, we know he's capable of it. I mean, I'm not even being political, bad or pro or negative Trump. I'm just saying we know that this guy is not afraid to get, to basically make threats and say, this is going to be a problem. Like, I'm going to run you through the mud. And America's a powerful country, and we're hosting right now, and who knows what he said to him. But someone said something to make FIFA really reconsider that decision.
Indeed. Folks, let us know what you think in the chat. By the way, we're just getting started. Let's say hello to a few of you guys. Tony already said Chaos working double time today. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But now he's in the zone, baby. Now he is in 2026. You know what? We're actually going to go back to where he was earlier here in a moment. If you know, you know. But why not, man?
You caught me sleeping. That was great.
I wasn't sure if it was a bit or not, but I definitely caught you.
I know, it wasn't a bit.
Pagan already in the house. Tony, Coach Glick, Bill here early. JT, man, you guys are family, man. I appreciate all of you joining us. We also have some new blood. I see. Saunders Spirits chiming in. He says this season is going to be terrible. Our defense was trash last season. Later he asked, do you guys take questions? And I let him know yes. So
I just want to point out that the Jets, the first year with Saleh was one of the worst defenses in football, and the next year was like top 8. So, and I'm not saying we're going to be top 8. I'm just saying NFL team, forget about the whole season, the whole team overall. Components of an NFL team changes from year to year. I don't think we did enough to say that we're going to be a top 10 defense, but I could make an argument that we'll be around 20, not 32.
Agreed. I can't make the case for them to be bottom 25% anymore like I could last year, and like you said, parity, right? Like, and not only that, like there's precedent for a team flipping over that fast, because it happens all the time. So yeah, Saunders says fix all the loose ends. I am with you. Tonight we're kind of going to lean into that in a way. So just give me another minute here to catch up on the chat, and we will just get right into that. Um, Artie chiming in on the soccer conversation. He says we all saw worse without even a yellow.
It's true. It's true. I definitely there have been pretty egregious things that I've seen in no yellow.
Agreed. Agreed. Artie also follows it up with FIFA. They're people pleasers. Hey man, maybe it's home court advantage. Can we just say that? Either way, I am glad to be tuning into this Belgium game with a full bevy of weapons. All right, Tony chiming in. He says, DC Wilkes will be missed like cancer.
I mean, it's not. It's. I mean, the Wilkes thing is a big deal too because we know that Aaron Glenn is, for Detroit, he wasn't great, but he's a competent game caller. There's so many things we could point out. The defense wasn't good even in the first 6-7 weeks. I'm not saying it was, but the terrible stats, like the real terribleness, was when Sauce and Williams were traded and everybody was hurt. I mean, we had the freaking Grant brothers in there. I don't even know who those guys are or where they came from. You know what I mean? Like we had
the Clarks.
the Clark brothers. I mean, like there were two guys named Clark on our defense, and I don't even know who they are. I mean, it was pretty brutal. There's been a lot of changes to the defense. I don't know again that it's going to make it a top 10 defense, and that we're relying on some young players that we don't know yet. We're going to see D'Angelo Pons and Bailey, and we don't know the impact they're going to have. But I think we added enough proven veterans onto that defense to know we're going to be better regardless.
Give me one moment to adjust this stupid chat that's all over my face. Here we go.
Billy got questions.
But hey, you got another one? Go ahead. If you can see it, just buy me a second. Where's it at? Rounded.
Somebody's asking if we listen to metal.
Metal. You know what? Is that? I don't know why, but someone asked. Maybe it's the beard's chaos. I don't know.
I used to listen to metal. When I was a kid, I was Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. Love that stuff. I don't know if people consider Zeppelin and like some of the other stuff, the Doors or the Who, metal. I didn't, but for me, it was more Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Ozzy, Sabbath.
I can't. I can't name a whole bunch of metal, but when you said Iron Maiden, I immediately thought of The Number of the Beast, and I really like that song. That's a good one, man. It is. All right, we still got some. Okay, here we go. Yep, rip it right off. Rip the scab off, Billy. What the hell are we talking about? What is this 3 nonsense? You know what? Let me throw this up real quick.
Nonsense.
Nonsense, right? It's July nonsense. And look, there is our younger selves.
Who would have won in a fight? I think left would have won in a fight. I think he would have beat up a Jewish kid.
It's sad if Rex Ryan might have won out of the 3. Who's your 3? So let's frame this little topic. Tonight we have on July. You know what? 4th of July weekend. I didn't even get to ask you how that went. Maybe we'll end on that note. But we're in this now. Let's keep going. Green Bean and Chaos did a show earlier. I'm sure most of you guys saw it. And they ventured back into the time capsule that was the Rex Ryan era led Jets. We saw a lot of fond memories, just seeing that team being together. Some guys I missed. I wish I could have on this team. Unfortunately, I can't. But I was talking to Chaos. It's like, you know what? If we had a genie, hey, there's a genie. If we had a genie and he gave us three choices, three wishes, three selections, I want to know, Chaos, who your three guys would be that Rex Ryan coached as a Jet. So he had to be here during the Ryan led Jet era. So what is that, 09 to 14 or whatever? You get three of those guys you can add to this team to make it, you know, you can rank them in order, whatever, I don't care how we want to do it. I want to hear three out of you. I want to choose three and hopefully different, but there might be some crossover. Chad, I want to know you too. Like, who are your three? Maybe you love the three and you just think that they'll make an impact. Maybe you want them because our three guys in the same position stink. But the only catch I would throw in is that if it was a guy we just had for a little cup of coffee, you don't get the way they played their whole other career. You get their level of play as Jets. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I don't know if that'll take Tim Tebow off the board for some folks, but it may. Um, but yes, that is the question. Three wishes. You get to go back to when our glory days, pluck three guys, and you get to watch them on this 2026 Jets season. Jeremy, can you maybe throw a guy or two out that you didn't choose, but you felt like, ooh?
Bart Scott, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Um,
Why not them?
um, I mean, there's better picks and there's just better choices. I would love them, but like, and they would all help this team, and that's why I'm naming them now. But there were just other guys that I thought would be more of a help.
You know what? I'm going to throw one away too. As tempting as it was to put this guy number one, I'm going to throw away IK and Kali. Don't think he's going to be one of my three, although it would be interesting. Uh, too soon. You know what? It's tough because guys I want to throw away, I'm like, ooh, it's because we don't need them. We have good things there. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, ooh, but then we can make a crazy room if we were to, you know what I mean? I think for that reason, I got to throw away Chris Jenkins, but it kills me to do it.
Yeah, no, there's some guys that I'm throwing away. I mean, look, we were a great team. There's a lot of guys that were on that team that can help this team. I mean, you could even argue Mark Sanchez is the backup to Gino or to push Gino. I mean, you could even make that argument. I wasn't a big Sanchez. I mean, I don't think Sanchez was that good. I appreciate what he did. He, as a rookie and sophomore, second year guy, I appreciate that he did it in the playoffs. He made no mistakes. Like he did. I like what he did, but I'm just saying he's definitely the best backup option right now. Like, if you cared about backup quarterback to Gino, right? I mean, so you can make an argument for a lot of guys. I mean, I just have my three, and I have my reasons for it, and I have my reasons.
And that is 100% fine. I just kind of wanted to just warm us up with kind of like what the activity is. I think the chat's already chiming in with some, and I already see one or two of mine. So why don't we unveil ours slowly, kind of, and then weave them in? If they agree with us, we'll pull them up then. Do you have an order, or did you kind of just y'all?
I mean, if you want it in order, I'll do it in order. But I mean, I just have my three, and I mean, but I definitely, if I had to, I would obviously have to do it in order, and I know how I would, but I don't think that's
No
important.
problem. No, no, and I told you to rank them, but then I thought back to myself. I'm like, that doesn't matter. But what I would like to do is take turns. Maybe you throw one out. You tell us why he is top three for you.
Yeah, the
Maybe like
and we're not eliminating our choices and have to change our choice. If we both overlap, we overlap, right? I mean,
correct.
okay, all
All
right.
right. Do you want to begin or you want me to?
I mean, I'll start with the obvious. Okay. I don't think it's the room that needs the most help or needs the most improvement. I think it's a room that I actually am very excited about with the young guys. But it's Jarrell Revis. I mean, because even as much as I like, sorry, gotta watch this goal, England. Okay. Even as much as I like um this room, we don't have a guy that is anything like what Darrell Revis brings you, no matter how good you think your room is every team we play, we take out their best receiver. And I mean, that is a needle moving thing. Like you think about the different teams that you play. It's like, okay, right away in the division, you play New England, you play like Miami. I mean, and all those, in Buffalo, you take out their best receiver every game. Like if you look at the schedule, who's their best receiver? We shut them out. They do not, and we get to shut them down. So to me, it was a no-brainer to take Terrell Revis, Hall of Famer, maybe the greatest Jets ever lived, talent-wise.
I just to piggyback off you, Revis, I think is in everybody's top three. If a genie's coming today, I'm grabbing him just to give a different reason. Because I mean, you're right; it's the impact he has on the opposition that's first and foremost. I'll just lean into the impact he'll have on us, and anytime that you can plug someone into the depth chart and everybody else gets knocked down a slot, that makes every single player in that room better, easier jobs, and also like the impact. Hey, man, watch this guy work on it in practice. Like he treats practices like playoff games. I think it would rub off, man. Just a hell of a guy, Aliquippa, baby. PA guy, also like F Pittsburgh, and they wanted him, and we traded ahead of them and stole him. So forever a legend in my book.
I love it.
Do you want? How about I go back to back, and then you go back to back? How about we do that?
Okay, so what does that mean? You want to go now?
So I just threw Revis out. Let me go next in case. Hey,
have to go first in the next round. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, because there's a chance we have the same top three, and we'll see. All right, my number 2 choice, DayngerZone Genie, is going to be another legend, if you ask me. Also, R.I.P. I got to go with Nick Mangold.
Of course.
I'll give you a moment here. I won't steal everything, but let me just say, like, Myers, center left guard is sketchy to me. Okay, and I'm not saying that they'll both stink. I'm just saying the odds that they're both okay or good, even Parham and Myers, the chance that they're both good, I just find suspect. So if you can throw Mangold in there, and then Myers can, Parham and Myers can kind of be one guy, huge, big impact. Got to have Nick.
Look, the offensive line is already good. You take out the weakest link of our offensive line and you put in a Hall of Fame center for the weakest link in the offensive line at center. And now you have 4 out of 5 that I believe Olu. I mean, Membu is very special. I think Membu, we're only beginning to see the tip of the iceberg on this guy. I think Olu's gradually was getting better and better and is a solid left tackle and might become a great one. right? I love Titman. We all know how I feel about Titman. I think he's great. I'm glad he's finally playing guard where he belongs. Um, you throw in Mangold. I think arguably top 3 offensive line potentially in the NFL with Mangold. He propels us to the top 3. It's a dream scenario. No one has 5 dominant guys, 4 out of 5. And this other guy did fine, and did fine. He was the Raiders' best offensive lineman. It didn't look good at times because he was surrounded by crap. And we all know that who on the offensive line, who you have around you matters. But not only that, but he's a leader. He's a leader. He's a toughness. It's a toughness guy. He's your captain out there. When he's in the huddle, who do you want? Mangold doesn't let us get overwhelmed. He doesn't let us drown. He keeps the team focused. He keeps the team mean. He keeps the team aggressive. What a perfect veteran to put in between our 2 young tackles. Can you imagine having Mangold in there? Oh my God. And the work he would do with Titman and Membu on the right side. Can you imagine how dominating we would be on the right side? Forget about it.
Dude, and we were good with Matt Slauson next to him, a year or 2 there. Like, hey, that's kind of the dream. I love that. Also, one of your choices, or Nick?
Nick was, so we may as well just cross that out. Yeah, I thought of him before Revis, to be honest. When you asked me the question, Nick Mangold's the first person, more because of need. And then I told myself, but Jeremy, I don't care how much you like the cornerbacks. Obviously you're taking Revis. Obviously.
A good question from the chat I want to ask. Hazel was wondering, and this was before we even talked to Nick Mangold. She says, "Is Mangold a big enough upgrade, or could there be someone else who's a bigger upgrade at another position?" And that plays into this. It does. It depends on what you think of Myers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Myers was like the 28th, 29th best center in football. He's like the bottom quarter. He was, right? Now you're putting in a Hall of Fame center. So the leap is amazing. And I just think that it's very common for people to underestimate the impact of a great center. Like it's very underestimated. They're the quarterback of it. They're running things. They're pumping up the other guy. It's more than just the actual snapping the ball and blocking. It is the engine of the offensive line. And believe me, leadership matters, right? You saw what we were in 2009, 2010. The years that Mangold was there, you saw what our offensive line was. Everybody played better than they were. Him with those young guys, the impact that it would have. I'm telling you, we could run right all day long. Can you imagine Mangold, Titman, and Membo? I mean, it's ugly.
That is 1,000 pounds of beast mode, man. Literally, I would love that. And it just, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but it's like, why did we not draft a center this year? I don't know, but
there were lots of them.
Yeah, no. Hey, we didn't draft one. Instead, we extended Myers. All right, okay. Well, the genie chiming in, Chaos. He says you got one guy left. That's all you can add. Me too.
My final guy is, what I love about him is longevity, many years as a Jet, the prime of his career as a Jet, and comes in at a position of very strong need, and makes us a position of we're an injury away from disaster to it actually becomes pretty strong and fun, and that would be, of course, Dan Harris. He's a brilliant. He's the quarterback of a defense. David Harris. Sorry, it's been a long time. I just remember the D Harris, but like he was like the quarterback of the defense. Yeah, he's smart. He's a leader. He's like, he's the guy that, he could have the sticker on his little helmet there. I mean, he's your guy, and you have him near, Demario Davis, the two of them together. Can you imagine like what that would do for our run stopping? for like as far as stopping the run. Because Harris was a tackle machine. You know, I mean, just a tackle machine. He just so racked up so many tackles, and then you got Demario Davis and his experience. No one's running up the middle against us. I promise you that. That's not going to happen. Um, and it's just what an impact on the team it would be because it's such a room of need, and suddenly you add Harris, and Demario Davis is just a bridge of the your second number two guy, and then next year in the offseason, you find another Robin for Harris. It's perfect.
Agreed. Man, this is so tough because had I not taken Mangled, I know my choice here. Okay. I'm just gonna walk you through it since this is my last one. I gotta walk you through my thought process. Okay. I really toyed with getting Faneca, putting him with Mangled, Tipman, Membu, and Fashanu, and just going crazy. Okay. But that's a little much. It's a little much. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but I see a bigger need. And that's at wide receiver. I just need to get a wide receiver, man. And I at first inclination was Brandon Marshall, and then I'm like, wait, damn, there was no crossover with Rex. I can't get B Marsh. Fine, consolation prize. He's not a Hall of Famer, but I think a guy that we need a guy that can stretch the field and has before. He's caught touchdowns over the top. For that reason, give me Braylon Edwards.
Ooh, be nice. I think I mean, what a room that would be. I mean, what a room. Garrett Wilson, Braylon Edwards, AD Mitchell, Amari Cooper. Oh my God, what a room.
It would, and again, he's not. I mean, the first two guys were Hall of Famers. I chose David Harris is Ring of Honor, right? Like Braylon's probably the cheapest choice we made, but who watched that? Who watched Braylon as a Jet and wasn't excited to have him? Like you said, it would round out the room pretty nice, right?
It was a beloved Jet. He was,
And
beloved.
we got this thanks to him, So how's that soccer game going?
It is 3-2. It is a crazy game. This is one of the most crazy games I've ever seen. England scored two within 3 minutes, and I thought it was lights out. And then Mexico woke up, scored, was pressuring them the whole second end of the second half. Then England comes out and gets a penalty kick, and they get they're chopping each other up. They're kicking each other. They're hurting each other. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game right now. This is like there are games where a one goal lead seems like a monstrous barrier. Where it's like, oh my God, are we going to be able to score? In this game, one goal seems like nothing. It seems like they're up by a field goal. Like it doesn't feel secure at all, and I like that. That's the tension. That's the excitement of a great game.
What a minute are they in?
They're on 72.
Okay. All right. So there's still time.
Regular time left. Yeah.
Couple choices out of the chat I want to highlight, Jeremy. Feel free if you need to multitask. I just want to kind of throw a few out and see, did we overlook these choices, or maybe it'll just be people agreeing with us. But okay, here's one. Let me just make this better. Okay. Peg and Artie specifically gave, David Harris. I like that. The Hitman, right? We had Hazel chime in with Revis along with Billy. I think most people probably wanted Revis. They just didn't feel the need to say it again. Artie. Okay, Artie. There we go. Braylon Edwards. I was worried if I was, in the weeds on that one. Because,
I mean, it shores up because we have unknowns. AD Mitchell is still, the jury's still out. Amari Cooper could be a bust. Like the jury is still out. This shores it up. It gives you the guaranteed number two receiver, and then you don't have to worry about the other two. Like you hope they turn out great, but it's all gravy at that point.
Tell me, why is Braylon Edwards the right choice for me and not Santonio Holmes?
I'm guessing you just like the tall, more of a like possession receiver. I mean, I always pick that. I always pick that. I mean, I have all the faith in the world in Garrett Wilson to get downfield if we need to. Anyway,
Agreed. Agreed. And if it can create a way for Garrett to get a couple snaps in the slot every game, I'm down. I mean, I guess Holmes would do that too, but like I consider Garrett a smaller guy, and when Holmes definitely is. So it'd be nice to have some size. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Artie says Nick Folk.
I considered it briefly, but it's just I can't get behind it because of kicker. Especially because we're talking about adding it to this team now, and right now, I'm not as I understand we need a kicker, and I'll be pissed if we lose a game over kicking, right? But the odds are it's not going to be a playoff game this year that we're losing over kicking, and there's a chance that if we lost a couple of games because of kicking, there's a chance at the end of the year we'll say, hey. This is a great thing. We played well enough to win both those games. We didn't have a kicker. Now we get a better draft pick with the bonus of playing well enough to win. We played well enough to win, but yet we gained the draft position. And to me, it's just like we got to fill the kicker before the 27-28 season. That's when we absolutely have to. For now, I could just have an average kicker. We'll just find someone competent, like we always do. We'll bring somebody in, and if we lose a couple of games or we lose a game over kicker, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it unless we end up being a playoff team. And then, which is why I have nothing against hoping that we find the guy right away, because you never know. I just couldn't put it above the other three as far as positional value.
I'm with you. And it's kind of the same argument for me with LT, although I respect a couple people saying LT. For me, it was like Hazel's argument of like Myers to Mangold. Is that a big enough leap? For me, it's Brees to LT. Is that a big enough leap? I mean, it's a leap, obviously, but like value, right?
Yeah, and LT wasn't LT prime. Let's be honest. He was okay. It wasn't prime LT. It wasn't anything close. Because if you look at the offensive line we had, it wasn't even close. I mean, I watched that guy in San Diego. My brother lived in San Diego. I used to watch, and my brother used to get tickets all the time. So I would fly down when I lived in San Jose. I would fly down. I watched the Chargers a lot. And the LT we had was not the LT that the Chargers had. Trust me.
Yeah. But you're right. Like he played his role very nicely for us. He's kind of what we needed at the time, but I think he would just be a piece for us. And again, I respect the choice for sure. Brian also chimed in and said, Jason Taylor. What do you think?
Again, it's the same thing. I mean, if you were talking about these guys in their prime, like, oh, you get to have them in their prime. Of course, like there's no question in their prime. But the Jason Taylor we got was very good. I'm not saying he wasn't. He was very good, but he wasn't prime. It wasn't Jason Taylor in his prime. He was good. He was good. He had some.
I would, give me Mike Vick if that's the case.
Right. Brett Favre.
Yeah. Sean chiming in something different. He says, "Hi fellas, hope you had a great 4th. Just swinging by. Got to finish packing and get to bed early. Leaving for Ireland in the morning."
That beard, oh, he looks Irish. I could see him at the bar, like saying, "Oh, yeah, my name is Sean McAteer. For Guinness with you." Oh man, I love Dublin. My honeymoon for the first week of my honeymoon, and we had a great time in Dublin.
I love that. I love that you can give him, you were there. I have not been, but that's awesome to be able to do. Same with go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you look up live music, and there are still bars that have live music that sing the old traditional Irish music, and it's an amazing experience.
Hell yeah. Um, Another one here, Debrickashaw. Is there? Talk to Chris. Is that
I was
what do
very
you think?
close. I was very close. I was very close. Like he'd be my fourth, maybe even, because I would argue if you added him. I mean, I don't know what you would do because it's overlap. You'd have to move somebody to guard, but I think you could. I don't know who it would be, but you move someone to guard and you just let the British play tackle. Well, then maybe opposite Membu and you move Olu to the inside. I don't know. You move Membu to the inside. I don't know. But like it was very tempting. Can you imagine to Brickashaw and Mangold together added to this roster? Well, I mean, we'd figure out who we can move to guard, I'm sure.
I thought about double dipping. I was going Fanica, but I see the Ferguson thing. It's only 1 year, so like people don't go crazy. Fashano, like you'd be, dying on the bench. It's a 1 year thing. So yeah, maybe he could get Fashanu right for the future as well. I also thought about double dipping another place too. Going with Billy's suggestion, Antonio Cromartie alongside Revis. I didn't do that because I just thought, man, that's like so little snaps for all the other guys we got to get evaluations on. Did you consider Cromartie at all?
Not so much. I mean, I liked him. Don't get me wrong. I like Cromartie. Again, his best year was with the Chargers. But he, I mean, the reason I didn't is because I think with D'Angelo Pons and AZ Thomas and Stevenson, and I think, I just don't think you move the needle anymore at that point because you have so many guys stacked in that position. We need a center, we need a linebacker, and you have to take Revis. So, I mean, to me, it's just, you can only take three.
Correct.
You
Correct.
can only take three.
Coach Glick chiming in. San Jose.
I lived in San Jose. Is that where you live now? Yeah, yeah. I lived in San Jose, Bascom and Camden, that area. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're going to be in the Bay Area next week. Next weekend, I'll be in the Bay Area.
Nice. Are you going to do any, like, are you not seeing any sporting events, right?
No, we're going to, there's a place called Fort Funston. It's where we defended against, like during World War II, like we had a fort, obviously, you have to look for incoming ships. That's right south of San Francisco and Pacifica. It's in the fog, so it's always cold. It's where, if you live in hot Sacramento and you want to get away, you go to Pacifica. But Fort Funston has a dog beach, and we bring our dogs. And then we stay at a Marriott residence that takes dogs in San Mateo / Foster City, and right in the heart of the little bit northern part of the Bay Area. So we eat lots of good Chinese food and things like that and have a good time. Go, just do fun stuff and stay in a hotel. It's just nice to get out of Sacramento sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy, we've had 2 new subscribers to the channel today. Appreciate you guys joining us here on Sunday nights. Stick around for more shenanigans. But yeah, we're here. We just unveiled our top 3 choices to pluck out of the Rex Ryan era, and to give to Aaron Glenn this year. Santonio Holmes was mentioned as well. Thomas Jones was another. I don't know if I know what you said about LT. Any change to that take when it comes to Thomas Jones?
I liked him and thought he was really good for us. Again, it's just the version we got of him, which was still really good. He was excellent for us. I don't know that it's needle moving if you go the difference between him and Brees, though. Like, I don't know if it's that big enough of a gap. As far compared to the positions that we wanted to upgrade. Would I add him to the room? I would love to add him to the room. I would love to add him to that room and have Brees Hall and Thomas. Like I would love it. But we can only take 3. That's the problem. We can only take 3. I think these are all good picks. These were all great players. But we can only take 3.
You know what's great about your choice of Hitman is the fact that he played alongside DeMario for at least a year. So there's familiarity there, and they'd hit it off, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Someone else said Bart Scott or Billy did before his past coverage fell off. Um, very specific version of Bart you want there, Billy, but I like it.
Yeah, if you could do specific version, but overall, Harris was better for us than Bart because Bart's prime was in Baltimore. And Dan, that's why I made that choice because we got again, Rex Ryan did a great job because that team was a lot of guys that were not the best versions of themselves. They weren't in their primes. They were still good though. They were really solid guys. Don't get me wrong, but they weren't like in their prime. Like so.
Right.
And Dan Harris was in his prime. He was the guy. He's the guy I won in middle linebacker this year. If I could take one, would I take Bart Scott also if I could? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. Here's a comment from Hazel. She says, "Can we take Rex?" She would
Wow.
take Rex.
You should date that girl.
You know, I share this take. I don't know. The only problem. Okay, if we could get that version of him, hey, can I do what Billy did and take the 2009 and 2010 Rex?
I would just want, if we took Rex, I'd want it with the understanding of let our offensive coordinator run the offense. He does what you want. He's a perfect fit for you. You give him a good offensive line, he's going to run first. That's the identity. He's going to eat up the clock. That's what Frank Reich wants to do. But don't interfere at all. It's not your thing. Just be the head coach of everything, the game decisions. Make us have that great defense. The whole thing. But let that coordinator be that coordinator. Let him be the little CEO of that offense. And let it be. And then I'm okay.
Let it be. Let it
Let
be.
let it be. Yeah, let it be.
Whisper word. So for those of you who missed it, Chaos, you were on with Green Bean Jets fan on YouTube earlier. Can you plug that because it kind of did get my juices flowing for this segment tonight? What exactly did you guys do today, and how'd it go briefly?
So me and Green Bean are taking games from the past, and we're broadcasting them as if we're watching it live for the first time, and we're just doing the same hangout reaction thing that we do during the regular season, just for the fun of it. And we throw in some funny jokes about making funny predictions because we already know what ends up happening. Usually we like to say things that are completely false and wrong because it's funny. Like I said, when Sanchez threw a touchdown pass before in the game that we chose, I said, "Oh my God, I think we found our franchise quarterback for the next 12 years." But we'll be doing that every week on Sunday at 1:00 Eastern until preseason starts.
I love it. I love it. JT chiming in. Let's see. He's got a 3-pack for us. Looks like there's a lot of crossover here. Mangold and Revis. JT, we both said the same thing. The only difference with our third choice was Chaos went with the Hitman, and I went with Braylon Edwards.
Yeah.
Braylon.
Well, you
Love
can
that
see
guy.
very similar though. We're all thinking they're along the same lines, pretty much. Like Bart Scott is not that far off of of David Harris. I mean, it's like very close.
Really, like the only thing because I did consider linebacker. I wanted to bury Sherwood, but I looked at Bart first, and I'm like, well, he was kind of the Mike as well, and so was Demario. So I didn't want to toy with having two Mikes. But then I thought about Harris, and I don't know. I just thought, man, I need a weapon, but definitely could use an upgrade there, or maybe insurance because we are thin there as well.
Yeah.
But yes. All right. I do want to. So I have just a couple oddball things we're going to hit. It's going to be a shorter show tonight, guys. I wanted to ask you, Chaos, what you thought of this photo shoot. I don't know if you saw it, but I would love your opinion.
Supposed to say to that.
Good look. A good look.
I can see a lot of Jeff fans getting very angry if you start pushing that in their face.
Oh, what? Wow, man. Wow. That's a lot of. Let me ask you, okay, where I'll spin this chaos. Have you ever in your life wore this much denim?
Just that was, it's just overwhelming. I wore jeans. I think have I ever owned a denim jacket? I'm not sure. It's possible, but I probably didn't wear it because once I saw what it looked like, I was like, no.
It's like
Not gonna do it.
it's like you're walking around in a cardboard box, man. Those things will not give at all. Yeah. Hey,
Wouldn't be prudent.
I don't think that honestly. Not only would I not wear this, I don't think that you could have gotten me to do this photo shoot. I'm not gonna lie.
It would be very hard. The foot to foot thing is just the foot to foot thing. I mean, can you imagine me and Green Bean trying to do this?
Charles says he does not see anything wrong with this.
So funny that he would be the one to say that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that everybody should do whatever they want to do. I am saying that I wouldn't. It's not my thing.
I would worry going up against these two beasts on a Sunday this fall. Look at them. They look like they could run you over. They just might, actually. They might. They both like to. Yeah, you know what? The denim's one thing. The Crocs are another. I'm not a Croc guy. Jeremy, are you?
I'm not a Croc guy. I'm not. I'm definitely not. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I don't like any of the I don't like showing feet. I'll wear flip-flops when I'm in Hawaii. When I'm on the beach, when I go to my friend's barbecue, like I did this yesterday for the 4th of July, by the pool in the backyard, flip-flops, fine. But just walking, but like Hawaii is the one place. Not at night when I go out to dinner, by the way, with jeans. No, then I put socks and sneakers on. But like during the day, walking around Hawaii near the beaches, and that's what you're doing all day, fine. But otherwise, I don't want to see men's feet. I just don't want to see it. I don't need it. I don't need to show you mine, and I don't want to see yours. Keep your feet away from me.
Yeah, Charles apologized.
For what? He has no reason to say sorry. I mean, I wasn't offended. I wasn't offended or anything. You helped me clarify. I'm glad that if we didn't make that clear that we have nothing against anybody else that likes that kind of thing. I'm not being homophobic. So I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity to clarify that I have nothing against anybody else who's okay with wearing all denim or posing and having fun with other guys posing in those positions. I have no problem with that. I just choose not to do it. And I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity to say that and express that, because I wouldn't want to offend somebody who does like to wear denim or does like to post for pictures with their friend.
Yeah, well, and this might be a team. You see guys like the NFL teams do these photo shoots where it's like stepbrothers and they're both in sweater vests and all that. But for me, it was just the style choices that were like, wow, interesting, bold choices. That's what I admire. I do think it's a little funny. But those guys can both win more games than us this year. It's going to be interesting to see. So we'll see who gets the last laugh is what I'm trying to say. Artie chiming in. We need more thumbs up, guys. Spike the like button. Winding down. Trying to see if there's something I missed, because I know. Did anything happen this week, Jeremy?
For the Jets? Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know if they released an episode of that show. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
You saw Um, there was one where it was behind the scenes of the Minka trade, but I watched that and it wasn't really illuminating. It was just him talking to us after he got here.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, no. Um,
But it's going to explode.
okay,
It's going to explode. We're going to, we got a few weeks, and then boom, everyone's going to start showing up in camp, and then it's all going to happen. We're so close.
correct, correct. I did want to get back to what you had. How was your Fourth of July weekend?
It was great. We went over. I have a friend in not far away. He's like a mile and a half away. He has a great backyard, man. Big swimming pool and barbecue and cover the whole thing with seats, and it's just a party backyard. And we play. He has cornhole, so we played cornhole. And then when it got night and it got dark at like 9:00, 9:15, we went out front and we set up a whole fireworks thing and did the whole fireworks thing. And it was just the perfect 4th of July barbecue / good friends having fun, hanging out, good group of people. I couldn't get me out of the pool the first few hours because it was still hot out. It was like 92 degrees when I got there, so I was in the pool until about 6:30 p.m. 6:45 it started to cool off, so I got out of the pool.
Um, we went and saw the fireworks in town last night. That was fun. I haven't really gone to see them in a few years, so it was nice to actually like rekindle that tradition of seeing them. Good show here in town, but overall, just a relaxing weekend, man. It's what the doctor ordered for me. As hard as work has been lately. Um, but speaking of work, I'm back up at 4 in the morning. So again, yeah, yeah, man, it's been rough because, well, here's the thing: like we were doing concrete, now we're doing siding, but the place we're going to has like insane winds that start every afternoon. So like the earlier we go, the better, because like you don't want to be trying to put a roof on and siding when there's 30-mile-an-hour winds, and there has been. Um, so yeah, earlier and earlier, but getting out early, like getting done with work at 2:30 or 3, is nice. I will say. Um, but tomorrow, I'm hoping I can stay awake long enough to see this Belgium America game. Is that one over?
No, this one is about they're in extra time. They gave an extra 11 minutes, and there's 6 minutes are gone. So there's like 5 minutes left, give or take a minute. And Mexico is putting lots of pressure on England right now. They're trying desperately to score and tie up the game. It's 3-2, and here just hit it over the goal. So that there's tons of pressure right now. Mexico is keeping the ball on their side, like tons of pressure. This is
Well,
a great game.
would you? We can either end it and go watch it, or we can watch it right now and end it. What say you, Jeremy?
There's only 4 more minutes, as long as they don't add too much extra time on the extra time. So yeah, we're at 97 minutes. It should go to about 101, and then whatever they add, maybe a minute. So we're probably
If
looking.
Hey, do your thing. If something exciting starts happening, I'll shut up, man.
Okay. No, we got. I'll do it. I'll do it. England's got possession. For now they're kicking it in. So they're on their side, which is an advantage for them because they just got to eat up time, really. Mexico pushes it out, so we're getting the corner throw in, or England's getting the corner throw in, and Mexico's not happy about it. They're complaining. They said that England touched it last. So there's a little bickering going on. And we're approaching 98 minutes. So now we're down to potentially the last 3 to 4 minutes. England has got a corner toss.
From what I hear, England only has 10 players, whatever that means.
Oh, they're
And
down.
Macho.
No, there must have been a double. Oh, they're down to 10 players. I had no idea. There must have been on the penalty. It was either a red card or a double yellow. Maybe he got a second yellow or something.
Good job, Artie. Macho's chiming in. Viva Mexico.
So no wonder Mexico's putting so much pressure on. They're down a guy. The United States, man, we went 35 minutes, a man down, and we held up.
Did Mexico pull their goalie, or are they keeping him back? Or
No, they didn't pull their goalie yet. I mean, they didn't do anything like that. Too risky, man. When you need only a goal. Too
Yeah.
risky. But I mean, maybe in the final minute, maybe when it gets to 100, I don't know. It's hard to do it. These guys nowadays, man, they'll just kick it all the way from their side right into your goal.
Correct. Tony chiming in, Chaos. He said that Chaos has good feet principles.
So Mexico is one of the Mexican players is hurt, but they don't stop the game for it. So he's just laying there on the ground holding his ankle. There was a little bit of a save. It wasn't really that much of a scoring threat, although it could have been. So it looks like they're going to get, I think, a goalie kick right now. So I think the goalie's going to get to kick it. Yep. So he kicks it. We're at 99-33. So we could literally be down to like 2 minutes. I mean, it's hard to know. Once we get to 101, the whistle could blow at any moment. There's just no way to know. So we got a guaranteed minute 13 seconds left. That's it. So as far as guaranteed time.
Gotcha.
So, wow, it's amazing that England only has 10 players because Mexico was really pressuring them even when they had 11 at the end of the first half. They just did a big clear. That just wastes so much time. It's so anytime they clear the ball, man, that it's like another 30 seconds off the clock. Mexico got the ball. They're trying to set up a play. They're whipping the ball around on the perimeter. England's completely set up on defense. Guy makes his move. He kicks it across. Somebody tries to headbutt it in. Nope. And England clears it. Oh, and yeah, England manages to clear it. The ball's way up in the air, and it's eating up seconds. We got only 25 guaranteed seconds of play time left. Mexico got the ball back. Now they're coming in to try to make a play. It could be their final chance, final opportunity. Passes it to the corner. He's going to try to no, he throws it back out. Okay. Oh, he's going to take a long shot. He doesn't. It goes up flying in the air. Mexico still has possession, though. They turn towards the goal. He passes it to the side. The guy's coming along on the inside. He passes it up the middle for hoping for a headbutt. And then, he just missed. Mexico pushes it, and it misses by like a foot and rolls past the goal. And now we're at a 101-13. We're past the 11-minute mark, and the whistle could blow any time. He literally missed it by a foot. It is Mexico ball, corner kick. It is a corner kick, and I think this is going to be it. Like, this is the final try. Kicks it across.
Corner kick.
Headbutts. England gets the headbutt back. Guy takes a shot. It bounces off somebody. Another shot bounces off somebody and goes out. And the whistle may have blown because I see hands go up. This is crazy. I don't think they officially called the game yet, though. So we're in extra time now. Nobody knows how much because it's up to the ref has the clock. No one can see it. Whistle could blow at any moment. It looks like Mexico gets another corner kick. Bend it like Beckham, but England knocks it out. Wow, that was right up the middle. Somebody could have headbutted it in. That was dangerous again for England. It looks like final. Whistle went. Game over. That corner kick was the final try for Mexico, and Mexico goes home, but played gallantly versus England. Something that when we were kids, you didn't see Mexico or America compete with the likes of England.
Right. And from the sounds of it, if you cancel that first 4 minutes or whatever, Mexico outscored them the rest of the way.
Yeah. 3-1. Yeah. Wow, the Mexicans are devastated. Look, I mean, North American soccer is good. So we're the only ones left. Canada's out. Mexico's now out. The U.S. is the only one left standing. The only host left standing. We got to beat Belgium. We got to beat Belgium.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, Chaos, but I just let you know that Charles Gorman just let us know that England defeated Mexico 3-2.
Thank God for Charles. That was an amazing game. That first half, the last 30 minutes of the first half, which is most of the first half, was probably the best 30 minutes of soccer excitement-wise, maybe that I've ever watched. And then we had Norway, and that guy Hanley or whatever, Hammond, whatever his name is, he's amazing. It's like Thor. It's a freaking Viking in the middle of the field, and he's just a master player. He's just amazing. Just an unbelievable soccer player. What a treat to watch him today. Just a great, great day of soccer. I'm becoming a fan more than I ever was. I
How's
was a fan, but
have you seen Belgium play yet?
yeah, they haven't been their best. They've been very ho hum. They've been very ho hum. Nothing about them that's too particularly, but this is knockout, and it's knockout. It could be 0-0, 80 minutes in, and we screw up, and they score a goal, and then it's over, or whatever. So it's terrifying. It's like the pressure, the stress. It's hard. You know, it's very winnable game for us. That's what I'll say. It's a very winnable game for us. We're probably a slight favorite. It's a very winnable game. Getting into the final 8 would be really, really special.
It does. We are the ever so slightest favorite that I've seen. Like
Yeah.
incredible how like it's a split hair. We are. So I don't know though. From what I hear, like we've been dogs just damn near the whole way. So I don't know how I like that. That we're suddenly a slight favorite.
We would be dogs if it was in Europe. Like if this World Cup was, or anywhere else. If this World Cup was anywhere else, but home field advantage matters in soccer just like every other sport. It does. It tilts the scale a little bit. But yeah, we should not be. I mean, there are Americans that like that just join in for the World Cup and they don't know. They're just thinking we've been playing great. We're better. We're going to win. And it's like this is about as much of a toss up as you can get in a soccer game, like what we're going to see. And that doesn't mean one of the teams could win by 3 goals. I'm saying with the information we have right now going into it, it doesn't get much closer than what we're, this game for us, and after this game, we will be heavy underdogs the rest of the way if we win. Heavy.
I like it. I like it. Did you know that there was a wedding this weekend, Chaos?
You talk about the Swift Kelsey wedding?
The funniest person I saw go to that, Dean Blandino.
Really? That's funny.
Interesting.
And that Adam Sandler officiated it.
Yeah. Madison Square Garden, yeah. Hayes is all plugged into it, so I get to hear some things. But Dean Blandino.
He's all plugged into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Jeremy, I've held you captive long enough, man. Is there anything you want to add? I have your links down here below, but anything you got cooking, pun intended, or happening here in the next month?
Just Brooklyn Brothers food review. No, just the normal thing. I appreciate the support on Brooklyn Brother Food Review. Haven't been putting a lot of content out there. I will be honest about that, but my brothers have. My brothers are keeping the content coming, and I will try to. I believe I may have something filmed that I just haven't edited and posted yet. So shame on me. So I'll try to get that up. If it's true that I have something that I forgot about. But no, nothing going on really. I should be back with O'Leary on Wednesday. I don't even know why, but for now it's so dead. It's so dead. But we will. It's gonna, and exactly a month from now, we will be in the thick of it. Like it'll be camp and tons of stories and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, who's winning, who's losing, yeah. One question I have about Brooklyn Brothers Food Review, and sorry if you have 2 minutes, I just want you to, what would it take for someone to get, or for you to hand out like a 9?
My brothers give them out way too easily. Like Lee is just ridiculous. It's like 9. Like he totally lost the whole point of it. Like because the problem with giving a 9 is you eat something you really like. Oh, this hamburger's amazing. It's a 9. You don't leave room for the ones that are really special. And there's endless restaurants and endless levels of food. So to me, if you're in the 8s, you're like David Portnoy. If you're familiar with him, anything in the 8s is amazing. So I like to do it by travel. 9 means you literally could justify going to that city. Like me, I want to take my wife to Vegas to eat at Hell's Kitchen, to eat his beef Wellington and his risotto. If it's worth it and we're not disappointed, that's a 9, evident by it, right? Peter Luger's in Brooklyn is the biggest pain in the ass. We're on the Upper West Side. We take this crazy brown line, like I forgot J train or something, into Williamsburg. It takes forever, but we do it because it's the most amazing steak house experience of my life. I will give that in the 9s. But for it to be a 9, it has to be like one of the, to me, in my opinion, of something that will always be part of my life, like as a top 10 place. Like my favorite restaurant in Italy, their food was a 9. You know, I didn't even give L&B Spumoni Gardens a 9. I gave them like an 8.7, and that's like one of my favorite places in the world. Like in the world, like right now, if you know how many times you could say to me, Jeremy, if we were hanging out right now and you could be anywhere, where would we be sitting? We'd be sitting at a table on the garden patio of L&B Spumoni Gardens. Would be my answer so many times. You know, like that's heaven to me. And so a 9 just is magic. A 9 is magic.
Well, no, I commend you for that line of thinking, because like you don't want to dilute it, you know. When you hand out a 9+, it'll mean something, and not that theirs won't, but like now they got to go to 10, and then when they do that too much, where is there to go after that? You know, so you leaving that ceiling available is smart thinking.
Yeah, that's what I think, and it's not like, you know, I mean, these are it's fine because we say it very clearly. Like when I give L&B of Spumoni Gardens an 8.7, I'm saying yes. If you're anywhere in New York or New Jersey, it is worth going into the city, getting into Brooklyn, finding this place, and going. That's how good it is. You know, in a city where there's a million amazing things to eat. You know, there's pizza everywhere. There's a million great things. But I am telling you, if you're sitting there in Manhattan and say, is it worth taking this G train all the way into Brooklyn to go to this place? That's an 8.7. You know,
I am with you, sir. Good talk. Happy weekend, brother. We'll catch you next Sunday. We'll see, man. If anything, it'll be another light show. We'll just, you know, kind of scatter it, but who knows, man? There could be actually something to chomp on. So hopefully not, right? Yep, chomp. Yep. You see that tie-in? All right, man. Have a good night, everyone. DayngerZone and Chaos out. Peace.
you know, I'm convinced we're the most cursed team in professional sports.
You guys are bad.
Love you, Charles.
But with Modine, I'll be here every week, baby, when I'm able to. So if you love this pretty face, you're going to get used to this shit all the time.
You listen to me, and you listen to me good. Jets fans, I stand with my boy Green Bean. The New York Jets are making the playoffs in the 26/27 season. We are going to amaze people. We're going to blow you away. Playoff team, the playoff New York Jets. gentlemen, it's time! So get ready to rumble!